This shit loads. But what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Peace here with another reaction video. We on some true crime shit right now. And today, if you guys can't see the title, the real life yandere girl, the strange case of Yuka Takaoka. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been reading a little bit of the comments. I know that you're not supposed to do that before watching the video because they usually spoil it, but I was doing that anyway. And from what I was seeing, it's interesting. Okay, I'm not even about to spoil it. I already spoiled it for myself.
She was a sweet, soft-spoken young woman. Nobody would have expected her to do what she did. My name is Adrian, and welcome back to another espresso case by Coffee House Crime. Lesser known solved and unsolved cases in less than 10 minutes.
This nigga's voice and face still pisses me off a little bit, but what's good, Adrian?
Now this case is a bizarre one, not the type I'd usually cover. Today we're looking at the case of Yuka Takaoka and her victim Phoenix Luna. She's considered to be a real-life yandere in Japan. I'll cover that definition in a moment. Alright, I hope you're ready. This is the case of Yuka Takaoka. Our short story starts in Tokyo, Japan. It was October 2018, and 21-year-old Yuka Takaoka resided in Shinjuku City. Shinjuku is a special district in Tokyo, known for its buzzing clubs, karaoke rooms, and upscale restaurants, all of them shrouded by skyscrapers. Yuka was living an alternate life, or at least by Western standards. She dropped out of university at the age of 19 to become the manager of a hostess club in Shinjuku. Hostess clubs are popular in the nightlife industry of East Asian countries, typically hiring female employees to serve drinks and provide thoughtful conversation to male customers. And Yuka was also a fan of anime, a style of Japanese animation typically aimed for both adults and children. She was so much of a fan, in fact, that she would often post pictures of herself dressing up and cosplaying as some of her favourite characters on her Twitter and Instagram pages, still up to this date. She was a quietly shy individual, the type of person who initially wouldn't say much, but grew confidence the more she knew you. Generally laid back and sweet, not the type you'd expect any problems from. Back to anime.
Why are these niggas even laughing? What the fuck did she just do that was so funny? She just walked forward a little weirdly, like, bro, niggas be laughing at anything nowadays, bro.
One of her favourite types of cosplays was of yandere characters, a specific type of personality. Yanderes are generally kind, nurturing and lovable women, ones of which that eventually turn violent and possessive over a love interest.
02 is not a yandere, bro. What gives niggas the impression that 02 is a yandere, or is this just like him showing her cosplays? It's like, yeah, there was that one scene where she was like about to damn near kill old girl about her man, but like, nigga, at that point, old girl was literally like, she shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been trying to hit on him or nothing to begin with, bro. You feel me? Like, 02 not a yandere. She had a perfectly reasonable reason for like pressing that girl about her nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That's not no yandere shit in my opinion. Cause that girl was wildin' first and foremost. And 02 and Hero was damn near fucking locked in, borderline married. Like, nigga, they so locked in that they got reincarnated as love interest in the next world. I don't know if we ever get in another season, but at the end of at the end of Darling in the Franxx, it showed two characters insinuating that two characters like directly looking like them niggas as if they were getting reincarnated after they died. So, my nigga, no, bro, that was a perfectly reasonable crash out. I don't feel like I should have to explain this any further. Nobody, niggas probably already agree with me, and I'm just yapping for no reason. But even then, 02 ain't no yandere, bro. I feel like she was perfectly valid in her reason behind crashing out behind Hero, whatever that nigga name is.
Can you see where this is going? In October that year, while still working at a hostess bar, she met a 20-year-old man named Phoenix Luna. He was also a host at a nearby host bar called Fusion Nightclub.
Nigga looks
Host
like an
bars are the
anime
same as
character.
hostess bars, just hiring male employees for female customers. And Phoenix Luna was in a game of his own. He was very popular amongst the hosts in Shinjuku, and often was in the bar's leaderboards. A lot of his female patrons often returning for his bartending
Damn, who's
services.
number 1?
Now, just to point out, this is all safe for work.
Nigga, that nigga is number 4, then who the fuck is number 1?
Host bars and hostess bars are strictly PG. At least officially. Other than having things in common, Yuka and Phoenix were in the same industry. They understood each other well from a professional point of view. And with their late night work schedules matching, it meant that they had a lot of time out of working hours to connect as friends. It was due to these reasons over the following weeks and months that the two grew closer to each other, and eventually started dating. The relationship wasn't all fine and dandy though. Although their matching hours gave them more time to see each other, it also created some tension between the two. With Yuka and Phoenix both working in the same industry, one designed to generate money through flirting, it posed and bared a risk for the Green Devil: jealousy. And oh boy, did that work for Yuka. Over the following months, she grew more and more.
Who the fuck decided that jealousy would be the color green, first and foremost? Like, the Green Devil? Jealousy? Nigga, I never even heard someone call jealousy the Green Devil. But if that is like a common phrase that I'm just unaware of, who the fuck decided that the color for it should be green? Green does not give me the feeling of jealousy whatsoever. Nigga, if I see green, I'm like, oh, what a nice piece of grass, or what a nice earth looking color. That color's pretty well rounded. That color's, you know, just a nice color. Money's green, trees are green, grass is green. Nigga, some ocean water is green. Green is nature, bro. I'm thinking of the earth and how things revolve when I see green. If you want to choose a jealousy color, make that shit like hot pink. Or maybe fucking dark red. Or some darker toned color, like dark blue even. Maroon, not maroon. Actually, maroon could work. Or like navy blue. You feel me? Like green, nigga? Who decided to make that nigga green out of all things, bro?
More possessive over him, often monitoring his whereabouts and even checking on his phone when he wasn't looking. She grew so ever increasingly jealous over Phoenix that eventually she outright bought his services from the bar, paying over $9,000 a month.
Oh nah,
just so he wouldn't see any other women.
I ain't gonna lie, I need that in my life. Shit, if I had me a girl that loved me so much, was so obsessed with me that she really started paying me my monthly wages bi-weekly. Nah, if Shirley started paying me my monthly wages just so I wouldn't be around other women, man. Hey, these Japanese women, if you need you a real woman, go to Japan, bro. These American hoes getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie.
A little bit strange, don't you think? Fast forward, and it is now May the 23rd, 2019, a few months after the two had started dating. Things were going pretty well.
What season of Fortnite was 2019? That's how I track the years. Like, that's how I track the years before 2020. Cause that's all I played at the time. You know? Most of my life was just Fortnite before 2020. So like 2019, 2018, 17, that was Fortnite, bro. Literally.
Well for the two, and despite a few tensions here and there, the two were happy. Yuka was still managing the hostess bar, and business was solid. She'd taken a couple days off of work to sort some things out in the apartment. She'd asked Phoenix to drop by her house to help with some DIY, in which he agreed. He'd arrived at her home much later than expected though. It was a very long shift at the bar that night, and when he got in he was exhausted. He asked Yuka if he could run himself a bath to relax, in which she agreed. One he got into, and then fell asleep in. During that time though, Yuka had once again snooped through her boyfriend's phone. And while doing so, she found a few photos of him with another woman. She didn't know who she was, and it couldn't be a client because she'd bought him out. This discovery enraged Yuka. She'd noticed for the last couple days that he'd been distant with her. She put that together with these photos and took it as evidence that he was cheating on her. So how would you confront your partner if you were suspicious over a picture?
Up fire on them. I mean, honestly, if my bitch took a picture with another nigga and she was cheating on me, like the only like, if she just picture with a nigga and she giving him a little side hug or giving him a hug, even if it's a kiss, that's a little crazy. But like, for me to really trip about some shit like that, bitch either has to be kissing the nigga or have the nigga's dick in her mouth. Or a dick in her vagina, nigga. It doesn't matter which body part the dick is in. If a nigga's dick is anywhere around my bitch, uncovered by his clothes, and, the distance that a dick is supposed to be away from a normal woman without it being sexual harassment or sexual, I'm crashing, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Discuss any problems in the relationship, ask if everything's okay. Not for Yuka. That's not how she rolled. After waking up in the bath, Phoenix put on some underwear. He then crept into the bedroom and slid into the bed, trying not to wake Yuka, who was supposedly already asleep. And because he was so already exhausted from all of his shifts the last few days, he passed out pretty much immediately. Some time had passed when all of a sudden Phoenix felt an uncomfortable feeling coming from his stomach. He looked down, and that's when he saw a knife lodged into his abdomen.
Damn, bitch! We couldn't have talked about it first? Like, shit, you don't even want an explanation? You're just going straight to stab it. Like, nigga, I understand sometimes when you find out somebody cheating on you, because I only got cheated on once, and when I found out that shit, I called Shorty up and ended the relationship damn near immediately. But I ain't want to stab the bitch or the nigga. I ain't even want to hurt them. I was just hurt my damn self. You feel me? So, nigga, I don't know. Shorty ain't asked no questions. She literally just stabbed the nigga. But you should have known that she was crazy when she fucking spent 5 bands. Or not 5 bands, 9,000 yen, 90,000 yen. Just to keep this nigga away from other bitches, bro. Like, what?
Waking up in surprise and terror, he looked back up to see Yuka arched over him. Is this real? Am I dreaming? He thought. Running on pure adrenaline, he shoved her off the bed and ran out the room. Yuka chased Phoenix, grabbing him as he left the front door. Him being taller though, he was stronger and pushed her away as he reached the elevator. By now, Phoenix was losing a lot of blood. The elevator door was closing, and it was heading towards the ground floor. And as the elevator door opened up to the lobby, he lunged forward, almost to safety, and then lost consciousness. Yuka had caught up with Phoenix. He lay collapsed on the floor of the hotel lobby, blood pooling around his body. By now, passers-by had noticed the horrific scene unfolding, and the police, they'd called them immediately. But Yuka, she wouldn't leave his side. She just sat there next to his body, and people were too scared to get close to them in case she did something back. And the following picture is what has made this case notorious. When they got there, police found Yuka sat next to his body, drenched in his blood, casually smoking a cigarette.
I know this is bad for me to say, but that's kind of badass. Hey, hold up. Before y'all niggas try to attack me in the comment. Nigga, you saying that just cause she hot. Nigga, you saying that just cause she Asian. Just because she... No, not really. But she is kind of badass. Shorty got a cigarette in her hand. Glasses on. Pink phone. Covered in blood. Beside the dead body. This is literally some anime shit. But, like, if I seen this shit in public, I'd be like, but I'm seeing it on the internet, so I obviously got a different perception of how I would feel about this.
Sat next to his body, drenched in his blood, casually smoking a cigarette while on the phone to her friend. In the time it had taken police to get there, she'd also written a letter, with his blood, repeatedly saying, "I love you," over and over and over again.
Hell nah.
Tokyo Metropolitan Police apprehended Yuka immediately. They would find the letter that she wrote along with the knife she'd used to stab Phoenix in her apartment. When the officer had asked her why she did it, she replied with, "I was sad and seeking to die. I thought that if I kill him, I could be with him. I thought that expressions such as 'I like you' and 'I would like to be with you' would become reality if we both died."
I mean, why the fuck you still alive, bitch? Why you ain't kill yourself too? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to be saying that on Twitch or YouTube. But if your intention was to die and be one with him, why didn't you just die as well? You know, if you planned on that nigga dying and you dying, you would have took the knife out of his body and slit your own throat with it.
Numerous witnesses watched as police escorted Yuka into the back of their vehicle, and when she got in there, she was smiling. And as for the victim, Phoenix Luna, he was still alive, but only barely. Following the speed in which police and paramedics had got to the apartments, he had not yet passed from his injuries.
W paramedics, bro.
He was transported to a local hospital where he...
Nah, cause bro, police over here, or the paramedics and shit are literally not shit, bro. Like, nigga, I swear to God, I remember I dead thought I was having a heart attack. Dead thought it was the end of your boy Peace. Dead thought, like, bro. I dead thought it was the end of my life. My heart, like, was just fucking convulsing, jolting, and it was, like, weird as hell. And, like, it would just have random fucking heat spikes where I could feel every fucking tendon in my muscle fiber on the left side of my chest move. And I dead thought I was about to have a heart attack. It turns out it wasn't a heart attack, by the way. Thank God. But it was just like some shit with my chest. But I was genuinely thinking I was about to die. And then, nigga, we over here going to fucking Lexington Medical Center since I live in South Carolina. And, like, my mom, the whole time we were in the paramedics, or in the, like, the back of the ambulance, my mom was talking about herself, no, go to Richland County, they ain't gonna see him there, they ain't gonna see him there. And, like, just yelling and arguing with the people. And, like, my heart rate was spiking up the whole time. My shit was damn near at 200, literally. My shit was, like, at 190 something, right? My shit just kept on going up. And my heart was hurting, all that shit. And then, like, she over here yelling with people. I said, Mom, be quiet. Just take me to the, and just let them take me to the, yada, 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 you feel me? And then, boom, they take me over there. And guess what I did? Had to wait in the fucking lobby. I was in that lobby, fucking heart feeling like it's fucked up for fucking 30, 40 minutes. No one even checked on me. We literally left and just went to the other hospital. And my mom over there trying to rub it in my face like, nigga, my heart is hurting. I don't care whether you were right or wrong. I ain't tell you to take me here just because I thought that I was right or that I thought you were wrong. I told you to take me here because my heart was hurting and I thought I was going to die. I just wanted to get to a hospital. But that hospital didn't fucking help, you know? So, like, honestly, fuck Lexington Medical Center, bro. Fuck them niggas. They'll let you die in their lobby if they could.
Remained in critical condition, with only a 20% chance to survive. But on July the 1st, an entire month after he was stabbed in the abdomen, to everyone's surprise, Phoenix Luna was alive and recovering. He tweeted friends and fans to say, sorry, I'm alive and back, before adding, since I was stabbed in the liver, I can't drink. Being a survivor of a horrific experience, Phoenix agreed to attending a local interview, and in that interview he refused to show any hate towards Yuka. When asked, he said that I do not hold a grudge. He even pleaded with the judge to reduce her sentence. On Thursday the 5th of December 2019, the presiding judge sentenced Yuka to 3 years and 6 months for attempted murder. Did I get that right? Yep, 3 years and 6 months. On Thursday the 5th.
My apologies, YouTube. My OBS crashed like crazy. I don't know when it crashed, so I'm gonna go a little bit further back, like right here.
The presiding judge sentenced.
But nah, like I was about to say beforehand, like they sentenced this girl to like 3.5 years, three and a half years. My nigga, like this nigga asked for her sentence to be like, this nigga asked for her sentence to be reduced, and didn't even say hateful words for her. Like, nigga, I understand that, like, you know, okay, boom. Imagine the girl you like stabbed you because she was mad that you cheated on her. And she genuinely loved you and you felt fucked up about that. But she still stabbed you. So, like, I don't know. I'm a little iffy on this because I understand where he coming from, where he wouldn't want her to be punished that severely. But my nigga, you still got fucking stabbed. You know? Like, you got stabbed in your fucking liver and almost died. Like, if you did get back with her, no doubt, you'd be together forever. But is it really worth the is it worth the risk, my brother? Like, I don't, I don't, I don't know if I like. Okay, I don't know, bro. Like, she's out of jail by now because this shit took place in 2019. But man, man, bro, I don't even know.
Sentenced Yuka to 3 years and 6 months for attempted murder. Did I get that right? Yep, 3 years and 6 months. On Thursday the 5th of December 2019, the presiding judge handed Yuka a prison term of 3 years and 6 months for attempted murder. Yuka and Phoenix previously had made a court settlement for her to pay him 5 million yen, the equivalent of 47,000 US dollars, as a means to reduce her time behind bars. At her hearing, the court judge declared, "If possible, I want people to be able to lead a normal life rather than paying for their sins." And the story doesn't end there. Following Yuka's attempted murder and imprisonment, she grew an entire online community of fans, most of which are invested in anime culture that possess a deep admiration for her, hailing her as if she were a real-life yandere. Her fans believed that she didn't need to be condemned for her actions, only rehabilitated. She even had a GoFundMe-style campaign raised for her, and while the campaign was shut
Well, as you may all know, last Thursday they arrested 20-year-old woman Yuka Takaoka for allegedly stabbing a male acquaintance. Nigga, there was nothing alleged about it. Shorty was literally sitting in a puddle of his blood. Like, what you mean allegedly? Nigga, what are... Hold up, bro. I'm about to go on a whole another tangent. But niggas on the internet are so fucking dumb. Allegedly stabbing a male acquaintance. Nigga, where's the allegedness in here? You know, I don't even know if that's a word, the allegedness. Nigga, there's nothing alleged about this. That she was in the pool of the nigga's blood after she stabbed him in the liver. And she went without hesitation. She went with no like resistance because she knew she did that shit. She was smiling in the back seat. Like, nigga. Bro. Okay. Stabbing a male acquaintance for allegedly stabbing a male acquaintance. This poor girl is obviously very unstable and not in the best place right now. Yeah, she's in jail. That's not the best place, I guess. Let's all do our part to make the whole ordeal a little less stressful for her. This money will go to her so she can cover some legal fees. Please donate if you can and share. We Are Girl, her Instagram at shop. See, I'd have a lot more respect if this is just like some nigga trying to finesse, like take hella money from the, hype around her name. But nah, bro, this is just a little crazy.
down. At the time, she was receiving over $3,800 from 69 contributors, almost the amount needed to get her out of prison. Following Yuka's crime of attempted murder, she is now scheduled to be released from prison in May 2023. And that's the story of Yuka.
Nigga made this shit in like shortly after like this shit happened. Nigga, she is alive and well right now. Hold up, bro. What's the newest comment saying? Okay, hold on. I'm about to read this nigga comment. Shit about to be a whole paragraph. There's not enough critical technical info here. It sort of feels like you highlighting the typical Western mindset of just locking people away forever without even considering the details, which do matter. For example, why stay with a girl who's buying up all your time at work and doing all this cray-cray stuff? I mean, the only cray-cray stuff she did, besides, buying all his time off at work is a little crazy. But that's not really crazy, because there's probably a good bit of women out there that would do that just because of how much time they would spend with their nigga. And if there's any woman like that, hit my line. But cray stuff. Did he like it? Was he manipulating her and making the problem worse? Was he making the problem worse being a typical anime protag? He's not anime protagonist. He's an Asian man. He's a human being. Like, come on, bro. And just feeling he had to be polite instead of saying this isn't working out. Us break up, which just dragged her along and messed her up more and more until he was finally so unsatisfied with himself that he cheated and she snapped when she found out. He's not totally innocent there, you know? All this shit that this nigga just said in that paragraph is all based off of assumption. Baseless assumption at that. You just assume that the nigga manipulated her and just coerced her into thinking this way. Like, even then, even if he did manipulate her for some reason. I just did a court trial on Macbeth earlier. And there was a nigga that I was going against. I was the lead attorney. We lost badly because I was trolling the whole time. But there was a nigga that I was going against, and this nigga would specify top to bottom how there's no way you could get arrested or be guilty for someone else like telling you to commit a crime, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna use that in this situation, my nigga. Like she this nigga didn't manipulate her into being so crazy to the point where she just wanted to kill him. And nigga, he talking about how, oh, he's the one that decided to cheat instead of saying shit wasn't work out. Nigga, he works at a nightclub where he's literally one of the main attractions, top 4, top 5. You feel me? Like he's top 5 main attractions at the nightclub. She this narrator said that it might not have been anyone he worked with, but that doesn't mean it was literally no one he worked with. Only he knows that, you know? So it might still be unloyal, but he's working at a job where loyalty doesn't really matter. A, okay, you know, he got some more shit to say. Hold up. A, yes, the fan base is nuts. B, 3 years might have been fine or too much. It depends if she's someone in need of mental help. Get her mental help. Don't lock her away where she can get real help. Can't get real help. At least in America, the opinion people are getting correct counseling and drug treatment while locked up isn't a joke. It's a flat out lie in many cases. And admittedly, Japan sounds as bad or even worse about mental treatment because they just have this attitude of just go back to work and pretend nothing is wrong. I would guarantee this is the most American man or individual that's just making all these assumptions about Japan's legal system and their medical system. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not reading all this shit. I'm not reading all that.
Takeoke.
Everybody writing paragraphs in that.
I feel
bitch.
really conflicted about this case. On one hand, I appreciate and admire Phoenix for not holding any grudges, but at the same time, attempted murder, 3.5 years. Really? What do you think about Yuka's sentence? Do you think it was enough?
Hell no.
Or do you think she got the time she deserved? And what do you think about her fan base? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, let me know what you think about this case. Do you find these stories with slightly happier endings as interesting? Or do you prefer the cases to be a little bit more final? For the record, Tokyo and Japan in general is incredible. If you ever have the opportunity to visit, take it, you will not regret it. Thank you once again for watching this video today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of each other. Goodbye.
That was a good video. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this nigga Aiden, that coffee house crime, he low-key growing on me. Low-key a little bit.